Oh, yes, sir, man. It's official, man. Georgia, LSU, in the SEC championship, man. You know we owe LSU a big time tail whooping. We owe them bad. And boy, I would love no more than to beat LSU and Ohio State in the same year. We to win the national championship. Oh man, Texas folded on me. TCU won. Uh, Alabama beat Ole Miss. Uh, let's see. Main game. I'm trying to go main game. Oregon lost. My Bolden's got hurt. Washington won. So, well, they out of race. And it's looking like UCLA struggling against Arizona. Illinois is folded. Illinois, that's their third loss, I think. Third or fourth loss. They lost Purdue. So whoever played the Big Ten West team just gonna zoom right past them. I mean, and more likely Illinois is gonna have 4 losses. Because they gotta play Michigan too. So I don't even Big Ten West is up in there. I mean, Purdue could end up winning the West. I don't know. But I'm trying to think of the main games today. The one I want to talk about, really gonna be a separate video. Texas A&M and Auburn. Auburn wins. With Cadillac Williams, interim coach. Texas A&M is 3-8. I only. That's gonna be another video. That's right there. Texas A&M is a whole nother video. I can't even, if I talk about them right now, I ain't gonna even get to talk about my Georgia video. Well, the main buffet. If I ain't gonna be talking about the main dish, it's Georgia, of course. Florida embarrassed South Carolina. Florida, looking good. Tennessee put 724 yards on Missouri, 66 points. I mean, good Lord Almighty. Ohio State, of course, put like 680 some yards on Indiana. Michigan smacked Nebraska. Right now, like I say, the playoffs looking like Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, and Michigan in that order. I take that back. TCU. TCU beat Texas. I mean, no matter what we say about TCU, you can't leave them out. If they go undefeated and win the Big 12 championship, no matter how many points they win it by, they win against Baylor. Baylor horrible. Baylor got smacked by Kansas State. Like 31-3, I think. What happened to Baylor? They had all this offseason hype, about making the playoffs, especially Desmond Howard with the Texas A&M and Baylor and Pittsburgh and Michigan in the playoffs. Oh my goodness! I mean, at least he might be right on Michigan. Michigan at least can make the playoffs, but Texas A&M a losing record. Baylor, I think, a losing record. Pittsburgh, it's like 5-5, I think, or 6-4. I can't 5-5. I don't know. Either way, that horrible predictions. LSU skate by Arkansas. Harold Perkins had a monster day. I think it was 4 sacks, a strip fumble. I mean, dude. And I knew he was gonna be a star. I mean, I wanted him. I mean, he had signed to Texas A&M. Committed to Texas A&M. Then last minute flipped to LSU. I wanted him to come to Georgia badly, but he was just he was looking at Georgia, but he's horrible at LSU. He's from Louisiana. He played in Texas, but he's from Louisiana. But I wanted him in Georgia so bad, but I knew we was full, man. But nonetheless, Georgia, Mississippi State. Is that the main games? I'm trying to think. North Carolina. No. North Carolina season not over yet, man. Clemson beat Louisville for FSU smacked Syracuse. Either way, it's about these 19s. Georgia, Mississippi State. I was ready for this game to be over with. Yeah, it was like, oh man, not again. I was like, not again. I was, It was looking like Missouri game. At first, it was like, okay. We know, I think it was 14-3. 7, no. It was leading. No, we know 17-3. That thing, no, the mental error, like, 4 and a half. Wait, no, and now they got, a mental error 4 and a half. It was 17-6. Then, we looking like, okay, we were finna run away with it. Kick return. That's like one of the first kick return I seen against Georgia in a while. I can't even remember the last kick return touchdown. I can't remember. Either way, Mississippi State get back in the game. I think it was 17-12. They didn't get 2-point conversion. Then it was like, oh man, not again. Missouri 2.0, Kansas State 2.0. Mississippi State was upset. Then that thing, Georgia came out hot. Lab McConkey 70-yard touchdown. I think it was 24-12. Then they got the ball back. What it was? Oh yeah, I think the kicker. And we kicked the field goal, I think. Then I think it was 24. It was 27, I think. 27. I can't even remember. I'm trying to think, like 24. Spent all that mile, 24. Now we got that. Then I think Lad got a. Who got it again? Right? Either way, I know. Darnell Washington scored touchdown. Then I remember. What's his name? Manuel Ford. He hurt Mississippi State more than he helped them this game. I mean, he had a tough. Lad McConkey had a day though. Nonetheless, he had McConkey scored on that slant touchdown. He slowed in that slant. I think that's how we got 31. I can't remember now. That's how we got 38. So I can't even remember. I mean, Darnell Washington scored one. A wide open place. Stetson Bennett scored one. He broke that dude's ankle so bad. I was like, oh my Lord, Jesus. I mean, it was so slow, but so effective at the same time. Like, dude, don't know how to react. I mean, Stetson had a decent game. I mean, because I realized, like, Mississippi State record at home was like 6-0. It's tough to play at Mississippi State. I mean, they had some drops. I see what, Mississippi State fan talking about that. Like, Kamara Lassiter, I mean, he gave up inside leverage. I guess he thought he had some help. Dude dropped a wide open touchdown. And then, 4th down, they threw a quick short pass out, and Kamara Lassiter made the tackle, and they didn't score a touchdown. So, should have been a touchdown. That was a sloppy game, both sides. I mean, it's Emmanuel Forbes. He got that's I think we had 31 then. We had 31, made it 34. But either way, rough the kicker. And we got the ball back. I think that's the play Darnell Washington scored a touchdown on. Let's drive at least. You're wide open. Like I say, sloppy game. I mean, Keely Ringo got to get better, man. It's like, I don't know what it is, like Keely Ringo. It's like, dude, it's like when he don't get involved, it's like, it looks like he don't even be trying. Like, that tackle attempt that he made on punt return should have been, he should have laid him out. It's like he whiffed on it, like just wrapped up and got shrugged off. And touchdown. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who Kirby was talking to. Then he got, like, I think a face mask penalty. Wasn't even in the play. I think he got a face. I don't even know. I think Kirby said, I don't know if he was talking to him, but he was like, do you want to play? Like, I don't know who Kirby was talking to, but from the angle, it looked like he was talking to Key Reno because he was the closest to him, on the boundary. And it looked like Kirby was smart, like, do you want to play? I don't know who Kirby was talking to, but it seemed like Keely Ringo because it looked like he don't be phased in the game. Like, I don't know. Like, when he don't get involved and make plays and tackles, like, dude, just like he in no man's land. But I wish we'd get about Aaron Smith more. Aaron Smith didn't get a target all game. I can't wait till we get AD Mitchell back. if he even come back. I mean, dude is like JSN. Like, who gonna come back first, JSN or AD Mitchell? I, I won't bet against them. I mean, probably JSN. I'm guessing. Since Michigan, it's gonna be a big test. Versus Georgia. We get Georgia Tech, and then SEC championship. So I go get JSN. Versus Georgia, got Kentucky. Oh yeah, Kentucky lost to Vandy at home. That's tough. Last second, like 22 seconds left. They gonna be juiced up for Georgia. I mean, I don't even know if they gonna be juiced up for Georgia. Like, it might be more. I ain't gonna say that, but I think it's 6,000 people in Kentucky fans. I think Kentucky Stadium holds 7,000 fans. It might be like 28,000 Georgia fans. Like, before, they would have probably beat Kentucky. It would probably been like, 18,000 Georgia fans. But now it's like 28,000 Georgia fans gonna be at that stadium probably. I mean, it's gonna be bad. But yeah, the defense, man. I'm talking about Stetson first. Stetson didn't have a bad game, but it was a decent game. You feel me? I give him a B. I say a B plus. I say Mississippi State on the road. A big game. We just came out Tennessee. So you're not really. The offense not really going all out on play. I mean, he missed some wide open throws. Like that throw. Like, I know he got cussed out because it was stupid what he did. What he forced Ladd McConkey. I mean, he been forcing Ladd McConkey the ball every game. I mean, but Ladd McConkey been cooking. He finally got back right. Kiara Jackson had a good day. 2 big catches. One on Maine Forbes' head, and the other one, I think it was like third and 15. I think 3rd and 13. And right down the scenes, he took a hit and still caught it. He had a good day. Hope he can keep it up. He been getting open though, just testing on throwing the ball. But yeah, about saying when he forced the ball in the corner on the right hash, Ladd McConkey like 2 defenders, could have been an interception. When he had Darnell Washington for the easy 4 to 5 yards, when he been doing that all year, throwing down Darnell Washington 4 to 5 yards. But in the past 3 weeks, well, the Florida game, he forced the pass instead of throwing down Darnell Washington. In this game, he forced the pass instead of throwing down Darnell Washington. Like, take the 4 to 5 yards. Take them, especially on 2nd and 3. Or 2nd and 7 or something. Take it, man. Like, just move the ball down the field, man. I mean, the interception, 2 interceptions he had. I ain't gonna really, that was just some bad luck, Yeah, that was just some bad luck. Like, the first one, Ladd McConkey was on, he had to step on him, man. And he got his hand hit, and the ball came like 5 yards short, interception. I was like, okay, that's tough. It just happened. And the second interception he had, he threw it, and then the defender got his hands up, and it fell right in his arm. Like, the ball was between the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman. He just picked it, he just fell down with it. I mean, it was tough. Some bad luck interception. But it wasn't even the interceptions. It was just some of the throws he was making that makes you like that's a minute. Like, come on, bro, show 6 Like, just don't do too much, man. Like, even the coaches are saying, like, don't do too much, and then he had to tone it down, but MVPs of this game, Darnell Washington, dude was blocking his tail off, man. Dude, it seemed like he was blocking like 8 people at one time. Dude opened up so many holes. Like, the Kendall Milton last minute touchdown. Ladd McConkey touched. Like, dude had a monster day. Like, even Kirby was happy with him. Kirby shook his hand for like 10 seconds. It looked like, but dude had a day. A monster day. Ladd McConkey had a good day too. He had a big touchdown run, and then 70 yards. Then he had the slant touchdown. Then he had the big catch, on top of the dude's head, almost a touchdown. And then he had a pass interference call. But on defense, man, Jalen Carter, man. Oh my, first pick, man. First pick, dude. I was skeptical on the first pick because he missed like 4 to 5 weeks. But that 4 to 5 weeks don't even matter, dude played himself right back. At first he was like, okay, top 3, top 5, top 7, maybe. He fall to 7, I doubt it. But dude just went back to first. Dude went first pick. Mel Kiper got him at second. He might be first. I mean, depending on what team needs, that's all the NFL like. Depending on what team needs, some teams need a quarterback, some teams need an edge rusher, some teams need a dude in the D lineman that's gonna wreck the game, and some teams just want the best player available. And Jalen Carter is the best player available. Don't get it wrong. Will Anderson's still a monster, but Jalen Carter, I mean, Mississippi State literally couldn't run the ball. I know you're saying, oh, Mississippi State don't run the ball. They literally tried. They tried to run the ball, but Jalen Carter, like, they was running right into him, double teaming him. He still caused power. And Jalen Carter, you would just see Jalen Carter arms right around the dude's legs, running back legs. It was wild. Like, dude had a sack. Could have been 2 or 3, 2 or 3 sacks, but we had a sack. But 3 tackles for losses and like 4 tackles for like 1 or 2 yards and like 2 tackles for like 3 yards. Like, it was that dude had a day. I mean, go Dogs, baby. I mean, on to Kentucky. We after that Georgia Tech, then it's LSU in the SEC championship. And I'm doing, what we got to do the preview, I should say. LSU versus Georgia preview. Gonna be very soon, But either way, let me know what y'all think, man. Oh yeah, Texas and them video gotta be next. Then the LSU versus Georgia. But go Dogs.